Amir Amini MD, who I follow on Twitter, unmasked the cynical motives of the U.S. government in regards to the Iran protesters. So what happened recently is, Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, like, oh, we support the protesters in Iran who are fighting for freedom. Oh. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. You don't give a shit about freedom. You don't give a shit about the people of Iran. You care about getting a U.S. puppet in there. That's what you care about. If you cared about freedom, why aren't you saying, hey, the people of Saudi need to rise up against the government? If the people of Saudi Arabia did rise up against the government, on day one, the U.S. would issue a condemnation of those protesters. So, totally cynical move. I mean, the U.S. literally supports 73% of the world's dictatorships. And they're going to tell you, we need to oust the dictator in Iran because we care about freedom. Pipe down, fuckface. Stop. Everybody sees through your garbage. Well, Amir made a great point, and I want to show it to you. He says, hi, Nikki Haley. Here's a basic rule of politics. Whenever you can replace the word Iranians with Americans, and it would make as much, if not even more, sense, stop making a fool of yourself. So what's he referring to? Well, let me show you the quote. It says, she said, Iranians were telling their government to stop the support for terrorism, stop giving billions of our money to killers and dictators, stop taking our wealth and spending it on foreign fighters and proxy wars. That is a brilliant point, from Amir. Let's reread that with America in there. She said, Americans were telling their government to stop the support for terrorism, stop giving billions of our money to killers and dictators, stop taking our wealth and spending it on foreign fighters and proxy wars. Exactly. I just told you, we financially support 73% of the world's dictatorships. If the American people had all the facts on that, would they be like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. We had a terrible infrastructure here that's crumbling. Stop. Spend over here. What are you spending over there for? They would say that, of course. Stop spending money on all these wars. Yeah, only 13%. No, was it 13? No, excuse me. 17%. A whopping 17% of Americans support the war in Afghanistan. And that's the most recent poll as of 2013. It's probably a lot fewer people support it now. So people are saying, hey, stop the wars. Stop the wars. Stop arming terrorists. We literally armed jihadists in Syria to fight the Assad government. Literally. Literally. So the exact same thing that she's saying, the Iranian people want you to stop supporting dictatorships and doing wars, and funding terrorists. All of that the U.S. is guilty of. Projection 101. So this is why we have no moral standing. We have no moral authority. We just did an illegal war that killed minimum 200,000 civilians, and we did torture. So pipe down with your fucking here to save the day, fake altruism bullshit. We all see through it.